Gore readings, Flesh Wound Horror freaks, and welcome to a brand new episode of Flesh Wound Horror. I'm Daniel Shine, joined as always by Todd Loyal.
What's up?
Pugs Dread.
Bah humbug.
And Mike Kruger.
Ho, 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 bitch.
So we are here tonight to talk about a brand new film called SLAYED from directors Jim Klock and Mike Capozzi. And this one...
two people. Wow.
Two people? Yes. So this one takes place 5 years after a Christmas Eve massacre in Harris County, Arizona, when a crazed killer returns to an impending condemned water treatment plant to terrorize and kill again. Only this time, the lone survivor from that tragic night is waiting to make this Santa-clad monster pay for what he did. All right, Kruger, what did you think of SLAYED, another Christmas slasher?
So, first off, I'm just going to say that the two people that directed this movie also starred in it, which was interesting when I saw that before I, even fired this one up. So, a lot of scenes in this movie just feel super drawn out. And, like, I mean, literally, like, every scene. And it was getting, like, bothersome. Like, if there was anything that needed an edit job, it was definitely like, just there's some scenes where we're just sitting there too long just looking at something that's already happened. I'm like, all right, let's move on. The story felt very thrown together even for a slasher. I did like the setting of the water treatment plant, but that's about as far as what I enjoyed when with the story. The dialogue also felt weird to me. At first, it feels like they're going to kind of go into a comedic role, but then it kind of shifts back for a bit and then back again. So, like, it does try to play for laughs a few times, but really unsuccessfully for me. And it also, like, breaks the fourth wall a couple of times. And I'm like, what's the tone of the story? Like, what's the tone we're going for? The ending also had, like, way too much strung out long dialogue that wasn't necessary, nor from a very convincing actor. And for the Killer Santa, for a Killer Santa movie, this movie didn't really scream Christmas to me, other than the fact that there is a Killer Santa and some white Christmas lights. Like, maybe you should have picked a little more festive colors than white Christmas lights to have on a Christmas movie. I did like a couple of the characters though. Like, I like the over-the-top receptionist was kind of funny, and the stocky bald Duke Crendel I did like at first. But everybody else I just wanted to see get fucked up by the Killer Santa. Unfortunately, when we get that, I was already kind of checked out, because we do get the Killer Santa at the beginning, but then he goes away for a while. And that kind of made it hard to, root for him to want to kill people. And even at that, like, the kills and gore that we got I was just severely underwhelmed. And it was mainly aftermath stuff. And that's an area that could have made up a lot of where this movie was lacking, was in the kills and gore. Also, the twist we got at the end had me rolling my eyes, to be honest. I when I thought things couldn't really get worse with the story, they kind of did. And what it lacked in other areas, like I said, could have easily been made up by some good kills and gore, and that was its probably biggest sin. No pun intended. But Pugs, what did you think?
Well, I actually did like the opening scene a lot. Like, when the girl, well, I don't want to spoil anything, but there's like some people tied up and it looks very Christmassy. But that's about as Christmassy as it got. Everything after that was just a regular movie with some spotlights every now and again. I don't really have too many positive things to say, because it felt forever and it wasn't even that long of a movie. There is one kill though in this movie that I absolutely love, and I'll talk about that in spoilers. I would probably lift that from this. So if you see a movie that I make later on and it has this kill, thank you for the idea. Yeah, but the twist was dumb, and like I don't want to say out of nowhere, but it's out of nowhere. Screw it. And like yeah, it's a miss for me. I'll just put it that way. What about you, Todd?
Yeah, I'm with you. I was, excited in another Christmas slash. I'm sure we all were. And then this one was just so lackluster. I mean, they're like Pug said, the opening scene's really cool. So I had gotten my hopes up. It's obviously done on the cheap. They got a really cool location. I just wish that the story was was there, and it was a lot more Christmassy. Unfortunately, so yeah, it wasn't for me.
Yeah, this one, I mean, it's a slow build to nowhere. It just, and then you get these long speeches. I mean, the long villain speeches. If he had a mustache, he would be twirling it at this point. At the beginning, I kind of thought maybe this was going to settle more into like a horror comedy with some of the characters, which it didn't. Maybe it would have been. I don't know if it would have changed anything. It doesn't really give you that feeling of, oh man, this is making me feel like Christmas. So I don't really see this being in anybody's rotation. It's a slog. The actors were fine. I mean, I don't think they had anything really to work with. I mean, but yeah, I mean, it's all build and no payoff really. And the twist was dumb. I mean, I thought like maybe this one will redeem itself somewhat with a really good twist, but even that's not there. And I thought it was funny at one point they drop a line about how 2020 is going to be the best year ever. And that I thought was probably the best thing in the movie. But hey, the movie's better than 2020, not by much, but yeah.
Found a.
I'll take 2020.
It's a miss. It's a miss. I mean,
if there was ever a quote for the box, this movie was better than 2020.
There you go. Dan at Flesh Food Radio.
Well, it's funny. Speaking of quotes on the box, this is never a good sign. Some of the quotes are. Hold on, I have these.
Is it an IMDb review?
Oh no! It's he cut off my damn nose, Rudolph. The man is insane, Mrs. Claus.
What the fuck?
He melted off my arms with the blowtorch, Frosty, and then he poisoned all the doves, Anonymous Elf. So that's
well,
Anonymous Elf. That's a movie right there.
Well, why don't we rate this before I have something else to say?
Okay. Yeah, 0 to 5 stars. Let's get to it. What say you, Kruger?
I am half a star out of 5 stars.
Right on. I will go 1 star, and it's just for the kill that I like a lot. Todd?
I'm with you for the kill and for the location. Yeah. Dan?
I am a 0. I can't come up with anything. Sorry. This movie gave me COVID, I think, but
there's the other quote on the box.
Feel free to use that. All right. Well,
all right.
Do we have any spoilers?
Yes, be sure to like, share, and subscribe here on YouTube and fleshwoundfeatures.com.
And we are on Patreon, so if you'd be so kind to check it out over there, check us out on there. Donations start just at $1, and you get exclusive content, and most importantly, uncensored, where we are bigger a-holes there than we are here. If you can believe it, you can find out for yourself, starting at just $1. So please and thank you.
And Dan just has a bigger asshole, so.
So anyways, on that note, I guess, spoiler talk time. So
notice he didn't argue with my point.
That's what F.U. Todd is my argument. But yeah, so for some reason you still want to watch this, now would be the time to bow out.
All right. So I'll go first by saying that, yeah, the twist at the end having it be the guy was just like, oh, and then his long ass speeches was just, oh, it was like, I'm just like at that point, I just wanted the movie to end. And like, I know you said, Dan, that like, you know, the actors weren't that bad, but I don't know. I kind of disagree. I think it was like the only person I thought was decent was probably the receptionist lady. Like, I think she kind of played like a decent bitch. And also that giant black guy that was her husband was fucking awesome. I wish he was in the movie more. I would have preferred seeing him than everybody else, to be honest with you. But yeah, the killer just fucking isn't good. And, you know, he's not memorable, you know, whatsoever. That stupid ho 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 he was doing, it was just like, it was kind of cringy. But yeah, who else has got something?
I really enjoyed the girls tied up in the opening scene with the Christmas lights in the back. So that got me excited. I'm like, this is awesome. These girls are pretty. They're in trouble. This feels like a good Christmas. And then it just goes nowhere up until we get that arrow to the mouth kill. I fucking I love that. So like, just for that is why this movie got a 1. Because other than that, I'd be with Dan. He gets a 0. But that kill is fucking awesome. So bravo to you guys on that. That's all for me.
Yeah, Jim Clock also. I mean, he played the killer. I mean, he's been in like True Detective and a lot of different stuff. He has been good in other stuff. So I'll give him that. This is just one of those things. Sometimes a movie's so bad, there's just nothing you can do. The dialogue's not good. So yeah,
we're known to be forgiving of movies like this because Header, one of our favorites, Russian when approved.
Yeah.
So, you know, you don't always have to have a big budget. You just have to give us something fucking cool.
Do any of you think there's any shot this was incomplete somehow and they had to just do what they could? Like maybe it ran into the pandemic, something like that. I don't know. I was like,
I'd be interested to hear that.
You're looking for a way out, Dan?
I don't know. I'm like benefit of the doubt, maybe. Although it tells the complete.
The one thing I would say is and are we good on spoilers now? I think so.
Yeah, you can't spoil this one.
So the one thing that bothered me was like, you know, I watched the trailer and it didn't look half as, you know, bad as it ended up being. Like the trailer actually got me pretty excited when I found out, you know, we're getting this and getting to check this out. But you know, definitely check it out. Get your own opinion on it. I recommend that for anybody. You know, don't listen to 4 assholes that have never made a movie. Go check it out for yourself.
Well, there'll be 5 assholes after.
Yeah,
but yeah, you never know.
I agree with you, Kruger. Always find out for yourself. Just, you know, how else?
Yeah,
form your own goddamn opinion.
And also, if you want to check out us reviewing more Christmas slashers, make sure to check out our 12 Days of Slashmas special that we have up on our channel, and give that a look because there's some good shit on there. Definitely better than what we got here tonight. So
yeah,
word.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on that note, do we have anything before we get the hell out of here?
Hope you guys are having a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and yeah.
All right.
That's all I got.
And then be sure to follow us across all the social media bullshits. Let us know you're there by sharing, and subscribing. And then, you know, chime in every now and again. We don't bite very hard. So everybody, say good night.
Good night.
Merry Christmas, motherfucker.